Sama-sama kay Inday Sara, 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 ang agila ng timog, walang inuurong ang laban, tapat na paglilingkod ang ilalaan, may talino at kakayahan na mapaunlad ang ating bayan.
Sara Zimmerman Duterte is a Filipino politician and lawyer. She is popularly known in the Philippines as Inday Sara. The nickname Inday means beloved in the Visayan language. In her baptism records, her name is Sara Vicenta, in honor of her grandfather, Vicente. She is the second child of Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the 16th President of the Republic of the Philippines, and Elizabeth Zimmerman Duterte, a former flight attendant and teacher. Sara is the first ever elected woman and the youngest vice mayor and mayor of Davao City. Her life is profoundly backdropped by her family's long history in politics and public service. Her socio-political acumen and leadership skills have been sharpened by the Duterte family's tradition of working in the government and serving the people. Sara's grandfather, lawyer Vicente Tete Gonzales Duterte, was governor of the then undivided Davao province from 1959 to 1965. For 3 years, starting 1965, he served as the Secretary of General Services of former President Ferdinand Marcos. Before this, he served as acting mayor of Cebu's municipality of Danao from 1946 to 1948. Sara's Lolo Tete was a man remembered by many for his humility and magnanimity. Her grandmother, Soledad Gonzales Roa, was an educator who established a foundation in Davao City that served indigenous people's children needing education. On the other hand, Sara's maternal ancestry provided her with an acute understanding of the heart of the working class. Her maternal grandfather, Godofredo Baldazo Zimmerman, was the son of George John Zimmerman, a German-American missionary, and Cristita Baldazo, who hailed from Hilongos, Leyte. Her Lolo Godo worked his way up from crew to ship captain. Sara's grandmother, Purisima Puring Fortunado Abellana, was an exuberant popular vendor in Davao City's Bangkerohan and Manila's Baclaran markets. Puring's roots are traced back to Tuburan, Cebu, and is said to be a putative descendant of Hari Tupas, the son-in-law of Hari Humabon. Before politics, Sara had a brief stint as a court attorney in the Supreme Court of the Philippines in 2006. She then served as vice mayor from 2007 to 2010 and was elected mayor in 2010 in what is now known as the biggest landslide election victory in the history of Davao. Although a newcomer in 2007, Sara demonstrated transformational leadership skills among the members of the City Council. Her colleague, the veteran legislator Pilar Braga, described her as a firm, principled, tactful negotiator, pacifier, and fearless administrator. One of the landmark legislation passed when she was vice mayor was the Watershed Code of Davao. It aims to protect, conserve, and manage the watershed areas of the city. Her landmark project while serving vice mayor was Inday Para sa Barangay, a whole-of-government approach to service every year in each of the 182 barangays of the city. It is now called the Caravan of Government Services when she moved to the city mayor's office. During her term as mayor, the timeless Davao Life is Here brand was created. It propelled Davao City's image as a desired market and destination for investment and tourism events, including the meetings, incentives, conference, exhibitions market. As a neophyte mayor in 2010, she easily gained the trust of Region 11 economic pillars. Then President Benigno Simeon Aquino Jr. appointed her as chairperson of the Regional Development Council. The RDC under her leadership made notable accomplishments that propelled the region. She was also selected as a NEDA Board Regional Development Committee Mindanao Area Committee chairperson. During her first full year as RDC chairperson, Davao Region's gross-regional domestic product expanded from 3.9% in 2011 to 7.1% in 2012. Because of this notable accomplishment, Sara was lauded by Joey Salceda, a prominent economist and well-respected member of the House of Representatives, as someone with an enlightened leadership style and sophisticated economic thinking. Under Sara's leadership, Davao City soared to greater heights and emerged as a premier city in Mindanao. For the short period of 2011 to 2013, Davao City received 36 awards, citations, and recognitions for good governance, business, tourism, health, environment, fiscal management, transparency, among others. Sara served as a regional officer of the National Movement of Young Legislators in 2007 to 2010 and served as officer in the National Executive Board of the League of Cities Philippines in 2010 to 2013. At this point, she already figured in the early surveys for senators in the 2013 elections, even if she was underage. In 2013, Sara took a respite from politics, devoting her time as one of the partner lawyers of Carpio and Duterte lawyers. She passed the pre-judicature program of the Philippine Judicial Academy in preparation for her plans to join the judiciary. Her desire to continue serving the public led her to be involved in a non-government organization, and in 2014, she was elected to the Board of Governors of the Philippine Red Cross. On the side, she worked on various product endorsements and as a segment host for a local morning news show on GMA Network. Her hosting job gave her the opportunity to volunteer, deliver relief, and report firsthand on the damage and the needs of the Boholanos during the 2013 earthquake. In 2016, Sara re-entered local politics and ran for mayor. She and her mother Elizabeth, who was in between cancer treatments, embarked on a national bus caravan called Biyaheng Duterte to help campaign for President Duterte. They were joined by some members of the family and Sara's friends and classmates from high school. Fresh from the success of the bus campaign, the centerpiece of her mayoral comeback was called Biyaheng Duterte, a political agenda guided by 30 projects for 10 priority sectors: education, health, poverty alleviation, infrastructure development, solid waste management and environment, agriculture, investment and tourism, traffic and transportation management, disaster risk reduction and management, and peace and order. As a believer of continuity, Sara's 2019 mayoral re-election bid was anchored on the 2016 platform, but this time called Biyaheng Duterte, the second trip. Sara relentlessly pursued peace and progress in her administration. As a result, she was able to lift Davao City to a stellar national status with 117 awards, citations, and recognitions from March 2017 to December 2021. Davao City is included on the 2021 Top 10 Richest Cities of the Philippines of the Commission on Audit. And in the same year, Davao City was ranked the 4th most competitive, highly urbanized city by the Department of Trade and Industry. At the end of calendar year 2022, Davao City is expected to be debt-free. At the start of 2016, when she returned as mayor, Davao City's loan balance was in the amount of 1.3 billion pesos out of all loans contracted by the city during the years 2000, between 2005 and 2010, and in 2015. Loan repayments have been consistently provided for in the budget. For the year 2022, the amount of 46.7 million pesos has been made available for the final repayment, making Davao City debt-free. During her terms as mayor between 2016 and 2022, she played supporting roles to the Regional Development Council and the Regional Peace and Order Council. Sara accepted the challenge of the appointment as chairperson of both the Metropolitan Davao Coordinating Committee under the RDC and the Task Force Tuganay of the RPOC. Both committees are trailblazing peace and development initiatives in Region 11. The Metro Davao Committee lists as an accomplishment the House of Representatives and Senate approval of the creation of Metropolitan Davao Development Authority. Sara has been recognized both here and abroad for the work that she has done as local chief executive. In 2012, she was one of the 88 nominees to the prestigious World Mayor Awards and one of the only 2 Filipino mayor nominees. In 2021, she was selected as the Philippines' top-performing mayor with a rating of 93% by an independent and non-commissioned survey of the RP Mission and Development Foundation, Incorporated. It was a feat achieved in the time of the crushing COVID-19 pandemic. Foreign governments have also recognized Sara for her work, generously supporting and inviting her to learn from their countries. She was one of only 2 Philippine mayors invited in 2012 by the government of Israel to attend the 28th International Mayors Conference. In that same year, she also participated in the World Mayors Forum in Singapore. In 2018, Sara participated in an urban planning study tour in the cities of Tokyo and Kitakyushu with the Japan International Cooperation Agency. And in 2020, she attended the 88th winter meeting of the United States Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C. Sara is an alumna of the International Visitors Leadership Program of the U.S. State Department. Her advocacies are reflected in the projects dearest to her, the Peace 911, Magnegosyo Taday, Pagbabago Campaign, and the Kian Gabriel Hotline. Peace 911 is a successful local peace initiative that practically brought stability to the once conflict area of Paquibato District in Davao City. The project contributed to the collapse of the New People's Army Guerrilla Front 55. Magnegosyo Taday is a livelihood support project that encourages entrepreneurship of women. The success of MTD spawned the Rainbow Magnegosyo Taday that intend to support entrepreneurship in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transsexual community. The Pagbabago Campaign is a 2-pronged approach to solving interlocking problems related to poverty, children's education, and responsible parenthood. Through the Pagbabago Campaign, children and parents in the communities are given bags branded as Pagbabago that contain reading materials on the importance of education and responsible parenting. Sara personally delivers these bags to children and parents. She uses her voice and influence to steer families into the right path out of poverty. The Kian Gabriel Hotline was created to allow anonymous reporting of child neglect and abuse that paved the way to rescue children in distress. The hotline was created in memory of 2 children in Davao City who died because of abuse. Since its operationalization in October 2016 and as of January 2022, no child has died at the hands of abusers in the city. In 2018, Sara led the creation of Hugpong ng Pagbabago, a region-wide political party aimed at creating a strong, peaceful, and developed region that can become a symbol of hope for our country's progress. Just like in 2016, she also went around the country in 2019, but this time on her favorite big bike, a 900cc Yamaha XSR, she fondly named Ella to help campaign for senator candidates. In November 2021, Sara took her oath as a member of the Lakas Christian Muslim Democrats National Party. Sara is currently the chairperson of both the HNP and Lakas CMD. Sara is an adopted member of the Philippine Military Academy Maharlika class of 1984 and the Philippine National Police Academy Tagapagkalinga class of 1991. She is a member of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary and the Armed Forces of the Philippines Army Reserve Command. She holds the rank of Colonel and is currently the Assistant Brigade Commander of the 2202nd Ready Reserve Combined Arms Brigade, Philippine Army. She has received several medals, ribbons, badges, and citations for her work in Davao in support of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. She also received a presidential award from former President Benigno Simeon Aquino Jr. and the Philippine Commission for the Urban Poor in December 2011. And in August 2021, Sara was celebrated by Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards as someone who has contributed to the creation of a brighter future. Sara is a Bachelor of Science in Respiratory Therapy graduate from the San Pedro College in Davao City. She received her Juris Doctor degree from the San Sebastian College Recoletos in the city of Manila. She was presented as one of the 30 most outstanding St. Augustine awardees of San Sebastian in January 2014 and was granted by the San Sebastian College of Law the Distinguished Alumna Award for Public Service in February 2020. She also received the Distinguished Woman of Service Award from the San Beda College Alumni Association in February 2011. Sara spent 4 years of law school at the San Beda and her final year in San Sebastian. Sara is a graduate in 2011 of the twin program of the Armed Forces of the Philippines Command and General Staff College, General Staff Course, and the Development Academy of the Philippines, Master of Public Management. Sara is blessed as an adopted member of the Ate tribe of Davao City in 2013. She was given the name Bio Simulun. She is also an adopted daughter of the province of Camarines Sur and the city of Tangub, and in 2019, she was blessed as an adopted daughter of the province of Abras Tingyan tribe. Given the name Dulimaman, which was inspired from the courageous heroine in the tribe's epic Wadagan Ken Dulimaman. Sara was once involved in an infamous punching incident of a court sheriff in 2011. She has twice publicly apologized for what happened and was suspended by the Department of the Interior and Local Government and reprimanded through an administrative case. Looking back, she describes the sad incident as a turning point in her life as a politician, a constant reminder not to embarrass the mandate given to me by the people. She now considers herself the best person to talk about peace because she was once a national face of rage. Meanwhile, Sara has a collection of photos of herself with facades and altars of numerous Catholic churches taken during her travels all around the country. She is keenly interested in the architecture and history of Catholic churches, believing that each reflect the faith of the people and the uniqueness of the towns where these churches are built. She is married to fellow lawyer Manassas Reyes Carpio, and they have 3 children named Shark, Stingray, and Stonefish. Inday Sara is undoubtedly no magician, but the strength of her heart to lift everyone and soar high, fight, and win makes her second to none.
Dapat pantay-pantay ang lahat. Walang kasarian, edad o relihiyon. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Ang kailangan ng bansa, pagkakaisa ng bayan, disiplinadong mamamayan, tuloy-tuloy na kaunlaran.
Tunay, love you! Huwag ka mag-alala, naburuan kita!
Siya'y isang simpleng tao, aking napatunayan. Mapagpakumbaba sa madla at maging sa kaibigan. Siya ay idolo ng marami, matanda at kabataan. Idolo ng inyong lingkod at tunay kong hinahangaan. At ngayong nakita ko na ang tunay na agila sa buong Pilipinas, siya'y aking ipapakilala. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Di tayo pababayaan, bayan ay aalagaan. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Eto na, Inday Sara, here she comes. Duterte! Di tayo pababayaan, bayan ay Chikang Duterte!
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh sa mga kapatid nating Muslim. Mayang buntag at magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat at welcome po dito sa Sara All For You. Sa ngalan ni Mayor Sara Duterte, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Tek Ocampo. Sa nagpapatuloy na mahalin natin ang Pilipinas Ride, isang ginang sa Bulacan na may karamdaman ang binisita ni Mayor Sara. Abangan po natin ang mga detalye maya-maya lang. Samantala ngayong araw sa Artist for Sara, kilalanin ang isang singer-composer na gumawa ng kanta para kay Mayor Sara. Pero bago niyan, narito isa pang magandang proyekto na ipinagmamalaki rito sa Davao City. Panoorin po natin.
Dito sa Sara All For You, marami tayong pag-uusapan. Lalo na ang mga magagandang proyekto sa Davao City. At kasama natin ngayon for the 4th time si Commissioner Norman Baloro, Commissioner ng Presidential Commission for the Urban Poor, at isa sa mga in charge sa special projects ng City Mayor's Office. And siya rin ang nasa likod ng Student Siblings Laptop Sharing Project at Student Siblings Tablet Sharing Project na bahagi ng Educational Assistance Program ng City Government of Davao, which was also part of the COVID-19 response ng City Government of Davao. Good morning again for the 4th time, Commissioner Norman, and welcome back dito sa Sara All For You.
It's a great pleasure, Mayor, to see you again via Zoom for the 4th time at sa lahat ng ating mga supporters ng Sara All For You. Good morning.
Yes, oo. Ang unang-unang kakwento natin na sa ating mga kaibigan sa buong mundo is paano natin nabuo yung Student Siblings Laptop Project. And then yung isang project naman ay Student Siblings Tablet Sharing Project.
Yes, Mayor, it started with the one who sponsored you. No? Merong isang ahensya, ang tinatawag natin Consul General Lin of the Chinese Consulate to the People's Republic of China in Davao na namahagi sa atin ng laptop. It was the first that we had launched that program. So you entitled this as Student Siblings Laptop Sharing Project. Ito ay isang COVID-19 response na naipamahagi natin sa lahat ng mga kabataan na hindi nakapag-avail ng ating Eskwela Davao program na meron tayo. Ikaw din po ang nagsabi na marami pa bang nangangailangan ng tulong ng mga estudyante comme Norman na hindi natin na-accommodate nung panahon ng pandemic or nung panahon na naibahagi natin ang Eskwela Davao. And I told you, yes, Mayor. Okay, they will be our top priority for our students' laptop sharing project. At hindi lang po yun, Mayor, nang dahil po may naibahagi na rin po sa atin na mga iilang mga tablets galing sa ating mga sponsors. And later on, maybe mabigyan mo ako ng pagkakataon na pasalamatan ang lahat ng ito. Sila po ay nabigay na mahagi sa atin around 1,380 tablets. Kaya we entitled this again as Students Siblings Tablet Sharing Project. The rationale and the objective of this is mai-augment natin ang pangangailangan ng kanilang mga parents at lalo na yung mga bata dahil sa panahon ng pandemya, wala po tayong face-to-face na mga classes na nangyari. Kaya nagkaroon sila ng mga Zoom meetings, nagkaroon sila ng mga blended learning at dahilan nito napakalaki at napakasaya ng ating mga beneficiaries na nakatanggap ng tablet and laptops na nanggaling sa local government unit of Davao.
Opo, noong dumating ang pandemic, biglang nag-blended learning, no, lahat ng eskwelahan. And nakita natin na merong pangangailangan ng laptop and tablets ang mga learners. And nakita natin na we don't have enough laptop and tablets na ibigay sa lahat ng mga learners na nangangailangan. So ang ginawa natin siblings sharing. So pwede mo bang i-explain kung bakit siblings sharing laptop? So ang magkakapatid ay anong mangyayari sa kanila, sa family?
Yes. Yun ang sabi mo na we can extend one laptop but it can be benefited by all the siblings na nag-aral sa pamilya. Kaya ang sabi mo sa akin, Pom, you have to identify at least 3 or more children who are in school because you are hitting 2 birds at one stone. So ibig sabihin, hindi lang tayo nakatulong sa isang bata, kundi natulungan natin ang lahat ng mga magkapatid na nag-aaral. So they can share that, may morning, may afternoon, at magdepende sa klase ng, the time of the students. And in terms of research, no, pag Saturday or Sunday, they can even share. And that's the purpose why we entitled Students Siblings Laptop Sharing Project, because we wanted that all the children in the family who are in school can benefit of our 1 unit of laptop and tablets.
Yes, oo. So isang laptop, isang tablet times 3 or more na kaagad, no? Because ang isa sa mga criteria natin is that ang beneficiary should have 3 or more learners diyan sa family nila para more than 1 ang mag-benefit sa laptop or sa tablet. And Commissioner Norman, we see, no, diyan sa mga pictures na na-share mo sa atin na namigay kayo personally doon sa mga individuals and sa mga families. And ano ang nakita mo na positive na impact nito sa mga families dito sa Davao City?
Mayor, it was sometime in October 2020 when you went to People's Park. Maulan pa yon at nanggaling pa sa City Hall. You delivered a message to all of us. At ang hindi ko makalimutan na mensahe na naisabi mo sa kanila, huwag niyong ikahiya ang trabaho ng inyong mga magulang. I could still remember that, no? Parang teary-eye ako kasi nga, isa sa mga beneficiaries na ni-identify mo ay yung mga kanal or mga ancillary service unit na nagtatrabaho under Senro, no? CSU, sabihin natin. So, yun, Mayor, medyo nakatouch yun siya sa mga bata. They almost cried because sabihin natin, kaya na-identify yung mga bata na iyon kahit nagtatrabaho ang kanilang mga magulang doon mismo sa Davao City Hall under the office of the city mayor. Pero sila ang may pinakamahirap na trabaho, no? Who cares to get the wastes of our people in Davao City? Sino sa atin ang may kakayahan na pumunta sa kanal, pumunta doon sa sabi natin na mga yung mga imbornal, no, na talagang napakahirap na trabaho na masabi po natin na priceless din. So ang mga batang ito na nakikita natin sa photos are all children ng ating mga dump truck drivers, ng ating mga iilan na mga nagtrabaho ng mga ancillary service workers. So yan ang naging impact talaga na masabi ko na talagang hanggang ngayon, hindi ko makakalimutan ang mensahe mo na talagang hindi natin ikakahiya kung anumang klaseng trabaho na meron ang ating mga parents. And the only way na pwede nating ma-share at ma-pay balik sa ating mga magulang ay hindi pagyamanin sila. Kundi we have to take good care of ourselves, we have to educate ourselves para panahon na kailangan natin ng ating mga magulang, we can also give them back kung ano ang naibahagi nila sa atin. Sabi nga nila, we cannot give what you don't have.
Yes, oo, thank you for reminding me about that, Commissioner Norman. Naalala ko, isa sa mga beneficiaries, group of beneficiaries natin ay yung mga families ng mga ancillary service unit workers, mga garbage collectors, and mga garbage dump truck drivers natin. Because we wanted to remind aside from alam natin na nasa blended learning sila, we wanted to remind ang kanilang mga anak na marangal ang trabaho ng kanilang mga magulang at huwag nilang ikahiya na garbage collector ang kanilang mga magulang at street sweeper ang kanilang mga magulang dahil ang laking tulong nun sa atin dito sa City Government of Davao. Sila ang mga considered natin na mga importante na mga employees dyan sa City Government of Davao. So, Commissioner Norman, dito na naman tayo sa learnings, no? Dapat lagi kapag may ginagawa tayo sa trabaho natin sa gobyerno, meron tayong natutunan and it makes us a better public servant. Dito sa siblings sharing laptop and tablet, ano ang natutunan ng team mo?
Natutunan ng team natin, Mayor, number 1 is the importance of gifted to love. No? Sabihin natin na once you share, You will feel that there is love in the family at talagang masistrengthen ang bonding ng relationship among siblings dahil you will have the value of sharing, the value of, giving, returning back to your sister and to your brothers na, uy, you can share this, uy, ikaw na naman. So that's the importance of, it's gifted to love and share to anyone. Second is, of course, to respect your siblings, na kung alam mo, nagre-research ang ate mo, nagre-research ang kuya mo, you just have to understand na talagang gagamitin niya. And then the last one is a matter of priorities. Na sa panahon ng pandemya, hindi maging hadlang ang karunungan. Hindi magiging hadlang ang hindi pag-aaral ng mabuti. We should not become more dependent na dahil COVID-19, hindi na lang ako na mag-aral ng mabuti. Alam ko, gagawin naman ito ni mama. Alam ko, makapapasahin ako ni ma'am at ni sir dahil maawa siya sa akin. So, ito ang mga bagay na dapat i-imbibe sa ating mga kabataan na panahon ng pandemya, mas mag-aral tayo ng mabuti dahil ito talaga ang magiging susi at gabay natin sa ating kaunlaran. Sabi nga nila, walang taong mahirap sa taong nagsusumikap.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Norman. And just a sharing lang no sa ating mga kaibigan sa buong mundo, si Commissioner Norman, bias talaga yan siya sa mga naghihirap and sa mga poor families kasi galing siya sa hirap. His life story is an inspiration in itself, no? Kaya lagi ko siyang nire-remind, huwag bias masyado sa mga mahirap. Dapat pantay-pantay ang ating serbisyo sa lahat ng nangangailangan. So, maybe in the future, Commissioner Norman, you can share with us your life story.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
Thank you. Magandang araw sa iyo.
Magandang araw din po, Mayor, sa lahat ng ating mga supporters at nanonood ng Sara All For You. Maraming salamat and God bless us all.
Bagong araw at pag-asa kanyang dala sa kanyang mga pakpak. Kasama tayo sa pag-ibig, sa kanyang puso ay titiwan tayo at tataas-iniwan tayo.
Inday Sara, sa'yo lang umaasa.
Welcome back po sa Sara All For You. Kapon po sa pagpapatuloy ng Mahalin Natin ng Pilipinas Ride, binisita ni Mayor Sara si Adelina Borja o Mami Jelly, isang cancer patient na taga-barangay kay Pombo sa bayan ng Santa Maria sa Bulacan. Gusto mo sana ni Mami Jelly na dumalo sa ginanap na proclamation rally noong Martes, pero bigo ito dahil sa karamdaman. Kaya pinaunlakan ni Mayor Sara ang kanyang kahilingan na makita at makausap mismo ang alkalde. Narito po ang naging pagkikita o pagtatagpo ng dalawa kasama ang kabiyak ni Mami Deli na si Tatay Angel Borja.
Nandito po tayo sa bahay ni Ma'am Del at Sir Angel dito sa Bulacan dahil nakatanggap po tayo ng private message sa Facebook galing sa anak nila, si Ma'am Pai, na gusto ni Ma'am na magbigay ng suporta sa akin, magpakita ng suporta sa akin, umattend sa proclamation rally. Kaso hindi nga talaga pwede dahil high risk, considered na high risk si Ma'am Del dahil she is a cancer patient. So nagpasalamat tayo kay Ma'am Pai dahil inimbitahan niya tayo dito sa kanilang bahay para makilala si Ma'am Del at makausap siya, makamusta siya. And of course, makapagbigay ng moral support sa kanya dahil naoperahan nga siya dahil sa kanyang cancer and baka siya ay mag-chemo pa after ng operation. Kaya maraming salamat, Ma'am Del, sa pagtanggap mo sa amin dito sa bahay ninyo. Sir Angel, maraming salamat po.
Wala po naman. Kami po ang nagpapasalamat sa inyo at dinalaw po ninyo kami.
Maganda yung tama yung decision mo, ma'am, na wag na sumali doon na sa proclamation rally sa Philippine Arena dahil ang dami talagang tao doon, ma'am. And nagpapasalamat kami dahil inimbita mo kami dito sa bahay ninyo. Si Ma'am Pai, ilan sila magkakapatid po?
Bali, 8 po sila.
Ah, 8 ang anak mo. Ikaw ang idol ng karamihan, ma'am, dahil yung iba, isa pa lang, ay nagsasurrender na sila sa pagbubuntis at panganganak. Dahil unang-una, nakakapagod yung 9 months na Sir Angel. Talaga, totoo. Idol si Ma'am Del. Nakakapagod yung 9 months na pagbubuntis. Tapos yung panganganak pa, hindi mo ma-explain yung sakit. No? Yung sa labor. Tapos yung postpartum, yung pagod na pagod ka for 3 months after mo manganak. So 7 times mo po in-endure yun, Ma'am Del.
Opo. 7 buntis.
And kayang-kaya mo yung chemo dahil
Sana nga. Sana po.
dahil 7 times ka nagbuntis. Wala nang mas masakit pa sa labor pains.
Sana nga po. Sana nga po makayanan ko.
Opo. Tsaka nandito naman kami lahat. 8 po yung anak ninyo. And lahat sila nandito sa malapit sa inyo. Sa Bulacan, saan pa yung
Cavite
ibang?
po, sa Makati.
Makati. Lahat sila malapit lang sa iyo. So, napakaganda ng moral support system ninyo.
At saka yung pagpunta po ninyo sa amin, na malaking support na po yan. Magpapalakas po ng aking loob dahil dinalaw po ninyo ako na hindi namin nakala na pupuntahan talaga ninyo kami.
Oh,
Talagang
opo.
napakabait po ninyo.
Oo.
Sobra.
Nung natanggap nga namin, actually ma'am, sa totoo lang, supposedly dapat after nung rally, ay pupunta na kami dito. Kaso hindi naayos yung kung saan yung address, hindi kaagad naayos namin. Kaya ngayon na lang kami, 2 days after the rally kami. But truly, masaya din ako nga na nandito ako at na naimbitahan ako kasi gusto ko nga bigyan kayo ng words of encouragement sa inyong cancer journey.
Malaking tulong po yung mga encouragement na yan. Napakalaking tulong po sa akin.
If I may ask, trabaho ninyo noon,
Ay, ako po.
before kayo nag-retire?
Teacher po ako.
Okay. Saan po? Sa public or sa
Sa
private?
public po. Opo. Teacher ako sa public sa Pasay.
Okay.
Opo.
Ano po? High school or elementary?
po.
Elementary. Kaya pala, mataas yung pasensya mo sa 7 pagbubuntis kasi mahaba pala talaga yung pasensya mo, ma'am.
Opo.
Kasi yung mga public school teachers ng grade school, elementary, mahaba yung pasensya.
Opo. Talaga po. Mahirap lang.
Mahirap, no?
Skills po. Lalo
Ay, ma-imagine ko po.
public eh.
Oo.
Opo.
Sa pagsagot-sagot pa lang ng estudyante, Sir Angel, pag hindi mahaba yung pasensya mo,
Talaga po.
meron ka bang, ma'am, estudyante noon na nakita mo ngayon na successful na siya at
Opo. Po, politician din.
Sino?
Briones. Sa Pasay po.
Oh,
Councilor po siya.
counselor na siya ngayon.
Kaya nung po siya yung rally nila, siyempre teacher, hindi ka pwedeng Pinantahan niya ako, ma'am, sabi niya, buti nagkita tayo dito.
At sigurado ako, meron pa yung ibang professionals pa, no? Engineers, mga nurses.
Kasi ang hawak ko naman noon ay section 2. Marami na siya.
Ang section 2 ay grade 2.
No po. Kasi ang grade 2 ay maraming section hanggang 17.
Oh, ang laki ng school.
Opo. Kaya ano po, section 2 ako noon. Ang hawak kong grade 2.
Oh. Lagi ko sinasabi, ma'am, na greatest equalizer ang education eh.
Opo, talaga po.
Kasi mayaman man o mahirap, kapag nakapagtapos ng pag-aaral, yung opportunity nagiging pantay ba?
Opo.
Sa magandang trabaho. Sir Angel, ano po yung, before kayo nag-retire, ano po yung trabaho ninyo?
Driver lang po.
Huwag naman ilang. Diyos ko, kung walang driver, walang biyahe.
Namamasada.
Doon din sa Pasay.
Sa
O dito?
Makati po.
Sa Makati. Huwag naman po ilang ang driver. Dahil yan na sinasabi ko, kapag walang piloto, walang kapitan ng barko, walang driver, walang gagalaw. Buti hindi kayo nahirapan sa amin sa Davao City. Ang daming parang problem sa lungs ng mga drivers. Sila, laging may asthma, laging may ubo.
Siya po sa puso.
Okay.
Kaya na-angioplasty po siya. Bago ako, angioplasty po siya. Na-angioplasty.
Pero at least okay lang sa inyong lang sa ilang taon ninyo na nagtrabaho as a driver.
Opo.
Silang ako.
Yung sa puso, sir.
Ako
Nagbara yung heart?
Yung veins po. Yung ugat.
Ugat sa heart?
Opo.
Tapos nilagyan ng stent? Yun yung nilalagay sa angioplasty, no? O hindi pa?
Pinasok yung may
Oo, 3 stent?
Opo.
Masakit? Ayoko lumaan sa ganyan.
yung time na yun.
Pero ano sabi ng doktor? Okay na daw yung heart pagkatapos nung nag-stent?
Basta continuous po yung niya, maintenance.
Maintenance? Opo. Oo.
Napakontinue pa po.
Alam mo, Sir Angel, swerte ka dahil angioplasty lang yung sa'yo. Yung nanay ko, plus cancer na, open heart surgery pa. Oo.
Open heart.
Kaya buti sa'yo na agapan ng angioplasty po. Pero dala na rin siguro yan ng sir, ng katandaan. Oo. Napapagod na rin ang heart. Kaya kailangan na niya ng tulong ng stent. Ma'am Pai, maraming salamat sa pag-invite mo sa amin dito, ha. Thank you. Ang turo ng aking mga magulang sa aking pagtatrabaho, dapat pantay-pantay ang lahat. Walang kasarian, edad o relihiyon. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Ang kailangan natin, trabaho, edukasyon, mapayapang pamumuhay. Ang kailangan ng bansa, pagkakaisa ng bayan, disiplinadong mamamayan, tuloy-tuloy na kaunlaran. Ako si Inday Sara Duterte. Matibay ang puso na maglilingkod para sa mga Pilipino, para sa Pilipinas. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas.
Inday Sara, sa'yo lang umaasa.
Samantala, nasa Cabanatuan City sa Nueva Ecija na po ngayon ang Mahalin Natin ang Pilipinas Ride Team. Ayan po ang kanilang mga larawan mula po kay Mayor Sara Duterte. Binisita ni Mayor Sara Duterte ang masada o Marcos Sara Duterte Alliance Headquarters at kislap kay Inday Sara lilipad ang Pilipinas sa Cabanatuan Headquarters. Nakataktaring tumulak ang Mahalin Natin ang Pilipinas Right Team sa Bayumbong, Nueva Vizcaya ngayong araw. Patuloy po nating abangan ang mga kaganapan sa Mahalin Natin ang Pilipinas Ride dito sa Mayor Inday Sara Duterte Facebook page at Inday Sara Duterte YouTube channel. At bago po tayo magbasa ng messages mula sa ating mga viewers, shoutout muna sa mga grupong sumusuporta kay Mayor Sara Duterte, ISDA, Inday Sara Duterte Ako, Easy Pilipinas, Inday Sara, ikalawang Pangulo ng Pilipinas, at Sara Tayo. Ito na po, basahin na po natin ang mga messages mula sa ating mga viewers. Ayan, mula kay Marjorie Ferrer, praying for your safe journey, Mayor Sara. Maraming salamat, Marjorie Ferrer, sa iyong mensahe. Next. Ayun, mula naman kay Cecilia Provido. Good morning, Inday Sara and her co-host. Ay, thank you. Good morning po. Marami pong salamat po, Ma'am Cecilia Provido. At I'm sure tutuwa si Mayor Sara Duterte sa patuloy ninyong suporta sa kanya. Mula naman kay Bogart Rosales de la Cruz, watching from Lupok, Labason, Zamboanga del Norte. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa mga nakatira po sa Zamboanga del Norte sa patuloy na suporta ninyo sa BBM Sara 2022 o Unity. Watching from Pagadian City, mula naman kay Dondar Caparoso, Sisikan. Maraming salamat po sa mga taga Pagadian City sa patuloy yung suporta sa BBM Sara Unity. Yan, mula naman kay Sheila Atanoso Nievares, Mayor Sara Duterte at BBM lang malakas. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na suporta. Mula naman kay Jelay, hi, naupo lang naabangan na live po kayo watching here in Taiwan. Hello po. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa mga nanonood sa Taiwan, mga OFW. Ingat po kayo dyan. Mula naman kay Jenny's Life Channel. Wow. Good day, RVP. Virtual hug, virtual hug. Ayun. Maraming salamat. At mula naman kay Annalyn Jesusa, watching from Tanay Rizal. Maraming salamat po sa mga nanonood sa Tanay Rizal and good morning po sa inyong lahat. Mula naman kay Robbie Escaran, Nax, hindi mapapagod ang heart kung puno ng pagmamahal. Unity. Tama yan. Pagkakaisa at pagmamahalan po ang mensahe ng Unity. Mula naman kay Maya Vertusio Viva, watching po from Bonbon, Libon, Albay, Solid BBM and Sara. Marami pong salamat sa inyong suporta. At mula naman kay Plinch Azomos, good morning, Mayor Inday Sara and Sir Tek. Ay, maraming salamat po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. God bless po. At mula naman kay Andens Kaindoy, wow na wow, mas lalo kitang hinahangaan, Mayora. Ay nako, matutuwa si Mayor Sara. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. At mula kay Herminia Buenaflor, BBM Sara, kaming lahat dito sa Davao del Sur. Winnable Team, mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po sa mga taga Davao del Sur sa inyong pagsuporta sa BBM Sara Unity.
Inday Sara, ikaw ang akin lang.
Ang bisita po natin ngayon sa Artists for Sara ay isang singer-songwriter na nanalo noong 2013 sa Himig Handog Songwriting Contest Miss Marion Honor. Good morning, Marion, and welcome to Sara All For You.
Maayong buntag. Tama po ba yung baon kong Bisaya?
Yes, tama. Maayong buntag. Unang-una ang question namin sa iyo, curious kami kung galing ka ba sa pamilya ng mga musikero?
Yes po. Yung mom ko po, artist of 70, si Miss Lala Honor, Maribel Lala Honor, and yung tita ko po si Tita Guy, Tita Dora Honor po.
Okay.
Runs in the family.
Yes. And then, malaki ba ang influence nila sa iyo, sa iyong singer-songwriting career?
Yes po, of course. Although, I think actually yung mom ko, tinatry niya akong ilayo po sa music nung college. Ano po kasi siya, isang businesswoman ngayon. So, ayun, tinatake niya po ako ng management course ng college, but at the end of the day, nag-music pa rin talaga ako. I guess it really runs in our blood. And ever since po talaga, lahat kami sa pamilya, mga pinsan po, mga tito, tita, everyone sings, everyone plays an instrument or nagsusulat po.
And si Mami Lala mo and si Tita Nora Honor mo, ano ang turo nila sa iyo para sa career mo, makakatulong sa career mo sa music industry?
I think ano lang po, dream big, always pray, and stay humble. Yun po yung mga main na messages na sinasabi po sa akin, mga advice po.
Yes, dream big and truly, you dreamt big kasi nanalo ka for the song that you wrote. Pwede mo bang i-share sa amin yung winning piece mo? Bakit mo nasulat yon and bakit, ano ang inspiration mo doon?
2013 pa po yata yun. It was a heartbreak song called If You Ever Change Your Mind. Nanalo pa ako ng third best song doon. Inspired by, parang heartbroken po yata ako ng time na yun. Pero ang tagal na nun, wag na natin balikan po. Medyo awkward mo pamamaya nanonood. Pero grateful naman po ako kasi in this profession, you can turn your heartaches into art. So that's what I love about music.
Parang kasi Taylor Swift. Lahat ng heartbreak niya.
Idol ko yun.
Pareho tayo. Lahat ng heartbreak niya, ikinanta niya.
Pinubuhos niya talaga sa music niya.
And ano ang pinaka-paborito mong kanta? Yan na lang.
Ang dami. Ang hirap ng question na yun. Pero siguro po anything by Taylor Swift or Adele, mga ganun po yung mga ina-idolize ko na artist. Buong roster po siguro nila.
Taylor Swift and Adele, pareho talaga tayo. Ano ang pinaka-paborito mong kanta mo?
Kanta ko? Siguro po Unbound. Kasi para po siya sa mga dreamers.
Kailangan natin yan na dapat hindi tayo mawalan ng dream sa buhay natin to inspire us to work hard every day to achieve kung ano man yung mga gusto natin. Kailangan natin yan. So yan yung sa song part mo, no? Pero meron ka ring songwriting na part. Nakapagsulat ka ng mga kanta para sa ibang artists?
Yes po. Actually, going into the industry, talagang songwriting po yung pinasok ko. And then, nagkataon na lang po na pinagustuhan din ako as an artist. So, singer-songwriter na po. Pero, as a songwriter and as a music producer din po, nakagawa na kami ng sister ko with our production company na Honorable Productions. Nakagawa kami ng songs for Miss Sharon Cuneta, Jaya, Catherine Bernardo, Eric Santos. Marami na po. So, ayun po.
Ikaw pala yung sekreto sa mga kanta sa likod ng malalaking artists natin dito sa Pilipinas. And meron ka rin pala sinulat na kanta para sa akin. Tama ba ito?
Yes po. Actually, kahapon ko lang po sinulat na inspire lang din po kasi ako looking through all the YouTube videos. So, syempre, since nabigyan po ako ng chance today na makausap po kayo, I figured I'll offer something up as a songwriter. Sana po magustuhan niyo yung song. Nabibili siya. It's called... ano po yun?
Nabibilib ako sa talent mo kasi kahapon mo lang sinulat, ngayon kanta na siya.
May kodigo po ako dito. Hindi mo ako ganun kagaling mag-memorize. Pero, ayun po, it's called Matapang na May Puso. Kasi feeling ko very strong and tough kayo, but very kind na woman leader that we can all look up to. So, sana magustuhan niyo po yung song ko.
Matapang at may puso. Take it away, Marion.
Mabuting ina, mabuting anak, mabuting asawa. Ngunit huwag mo lang subukang ubusin ang kanyang pasensya. Dahil siya'y matapang, ngunit merong puso, palaging handa na tumulong mula simula hanggang dulo. At kahit saan siya'y susulong, matapang na may puso. Siya'y matapang, ngunit merong 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 puso. Siya'y matapang, matapang na may puso. Matapang na may puso.
Marion!
I hope you liked it.
Yes! Alam mo, nung kinakanta mo siya, naisip ko, ikaw ang Adele of the Philippines.
Oh, wow!
Oh.
Coming from you, that's a very big compliment po.
And dahil wala naman tayong bayad sa airtime natin dito sa Sara All For You, bigyan mo naman kami ng isang cover kay Adele, please. Gusto natin marinig.
Hindi ko pa ano yung chorus pero ano ba?
Go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. But I had to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Thank you, and we look forward to more songs from Marion Honor. Pwede mo bang mabigyan ng message of inspiration ang mga kababayan natin sa buong mundo?
Everybody, alam ko naman na may pandemic ngayon, but let's just keep going, keep dreaming big. Matatapos din po ang lahat ng ito, and choose the right leaders. I'm very grateful na nakasama pa ako sa show ninyo. Thank you so much for having me here, Mayor Inday, and kay Direk Niel for inviting me to volunteer here. So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Marion. And yes, from Marion Honor, let us dream big. Ingat ka.
Kayo din po. Stay safe.
Yan po, at ayan, at dyan po nagtatapos ang Sara All For You ngayong araw ng Biyernes. Bago po tayo magpaalam, shoutout muna sa mga grupong patuloy ang suporta kay Mayor Sara. Sara All, Super Inday, Kislap kay Inday Sara, Lilipad ang Pilipinas, Masada o Marcos Sara Duterte Alliance, Inday Cares, at iba't ibang BBM Sara Unity Team chapters sa buong mundo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay sa ating episode araw-araw. Muli po naming paalala sa lahat, wear your face mask, observe social distancing, at magpabakuna o booster po kung maaari. At sa ngalan ni Mayor Sara Duterte, ako po inyong lingkod, puso at serbisyo, Tek Ocampo. At ito po ang Sara All For You.
Sama-sama kay Inday Sara, sama-sama kay Inday Sara, sama-sama kay Inday Sara, sama-sama kay Inday Sara, sama-sama kay Inday Sara. Ang agila ng timog, walang inuurong ang laban. kay Inday Sara, may natatanging kakayahan, namumuhay ng may dangal, dignidad at may malasakit. Sama-sama kay Inday Sara,